Hey guys, so today we are going to be expanding my alternate empire. Don't ask how it get to how it got to here. I combined two variants of my Bulgarian Empire, one centered around Crimea and one centered around Sofia. Combining these two formed this monstrosity, which even the old empire from Wixo would fear. It would be the third or fourth strongest nation globally, so it would take that as an advantage, starting its attack on Bosnia. Don't mind if the screen gets black, it's just I think copyright reasons. Anyways, they would declare war on Bosnia. Forces Bulgarian forces would push in and basically annex Sarajevo, and because of their unstable ass government, they would surrender. Okay, we will see the treaty. Okay, so the treaty is they would get annexed into the new empire as a little, toy. And they expanded a few kilometers. By the way, it's getting near my birthday, so happy birthday to me, I guess. Anyways, the next nation they would be attacking is most likely Turkmenistan. Yeah, Turkmenistan is at least more stable than Bosnia, but they won't even put that much of a fight against the third strongest nation in the world. Like, come on. What are you expecting from Turkmenistan? So they drop paratroopers since they're that advanced, and they have the number one spot in tanks. So they will revive the Blitzkrieg and basically encircle a regional force. I think it's near Bukhara or something. And after that, they will capture Bukhara, forcing the nation into chaos and eventual surrender. Now we will see this treaty of Turkmenistan. Like like Bosnia, they will get annexed since they aren't actually that useful to be a puppet or anything. They'll just be fully annexed and integrated. Sorry if my mic, or basically I got no mic, sounds quite low quality. It's because I don't have a damn setup. I'm only using my damn mobile. Okay, so after annexing Turkmenistan, basically, the next nation they will attack is the nation of Croatia and Slovenia. They got instantly marked. In the Bosnian claims, which still had millions of troops, they would begin an operation known as Operation Zagreb, where they would split Croatia in two and basically blitz and encircle them, or at least semi-encircle them. Eventually, Zagreb would be captured after a massive encirclement, costing many Croatian lives. Eventually, after that, Croatia would fight for a few more until their last stand near Slovenia, where some which wanted to fight retreated into Slovenia. Eventually, it forced all parts of Croatia to surrender, with that Slovenia as well, since they can do basically nothing by themselves. Time to see the totally fair treaty. Because Croatia is more convenient, they will only annex the coastal and valuable territories and leave the rest to a new puppet government. They will draw a border like this. This new Croatian puppet would be kind of a great asset. As it can kind of help with, let's just say, it's just for merciful purposes. Anyways, this new puppet government will also, you know what? This puppet government will have a more pale shade. Okay? Yes, this is the puppet government. The Croatian puppet. It's basically nothing at this point. Okay, now the nation is near the Bulgarian Empire would form a coalition, mainly led by Afghanistan. Along with that, Uzbekistan also joins, and also the relevant nation of Tajikistan. But all outside powers are just too scared to face the old empire. I mean Bulgaria. Oh, crap. Is it me, or why do I always mistake Bulgaria for the old empire? Because it kind of does look like the old empire on steroids. Eventually, Greece will join this coalition since they don't got no choice. They know they will die if they don't join. So they all declare war on the Bulgaria or old empire V2. Okay, that was completely wrong. Okay, anyway, they would push into Hungary and Slovakia. And Belarus. It's just obvious what's gonna happen. They would just directly spearhead towards Minsk, and then Belarus proceeds to capitulate. Seeing that, and with no hope, Tajikistan and Uzbekistan basically surrenders. Afghanistan, due to their hard terrain, would actually hold off pretty well. Note, this also not meant to be a realistic scenario. It's purely for entertainment. Anyways, their push in the east is halted after Hungary fully mobilizes. Hungary surprisingly pulls off a good job, but I couldn't say the same for Slovakia, as they got completely semi-encircled and forced to retreat in Hungary. With no hope in the war, Slovakia surrenders. And after Budapest gets captured from two sides, Hungary also follows. Finally, after years of resistance, they would drop paratroopers and besiege Kabul, capturing the key city, thus forcing Afghanistan to surrender. Time for the chaotic treaty for this grim alliance. which was never gonna win anyway. Since what are you expecting? Oh yeah, Greece kind of surrendered early. So in the treaty, the new border with Greece would look something like this. They would lose even more lands except Athens. And the remainder of the nation would just be crippled. And Crete would be also taken as a punishment. As for these guys, you know what will happen. They'll get straight up annexed. Since they don't prove any value, they aren't gonna get the Croatia treatment. As for these guys, let's get straight to the point. So, for once, they would show mercy and only take some land from the Central Asians. For Afghanistan, they would take basically the rear of this country. aka these mountains, a good sign of defense. Basically, note that my grammar isn't that good. Okay, so these territories would be annexed. Okay, in this video, the video is about to come to its conclusion, but I will just make it attack one last nation. After teaching the lesson to the resistance, the world is practically shaking right now. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the annexation of Belarus. That makes their borders look slightly uglier, but it doesn't matter. And Greece's border would be pushed even more and reduced to basically only these. Crete would get annexed along with this island and these islands, only reducing them to mainly these two peninsulars, which are quite literally Greece's most economic areas. Uzbekistan basically lost their capital, I think. Or my geography skills are just a bit trash. But anyways, this is the treaty. It's nearly reaching its peak. All it needs to do is to attack one more nation. And that nation would be... let's see. Let's just say they will attack Eritrea and Sudan. 2 in 1. Okay, so all they need to do is basically invade the Nile, and Sudan would just surrender. So they straight up invade the Nile and continue down their stream, and Sudan just basically surrenders. I'm too lazy, and for Eritrea, I won't spare you the details. Anyways, time for the treaty. The treaty would just be both of them getting annexed. So this is the conclusion of my video. So after bringing my alternate empire to the real world, they have formed their greater empire. So this is basically the end of the video. See y'all. Peace.